Hello everybody, it is a beautiful Friday morning and it's time for episode 3 of Hydrodip Academy. This episode is going to be how to fix a dip that didn't go quite right. I'm going to be demonstrating with these Converse that I just tried to customize and they did not quite turn out right. So I'm just going to take off what I put on and get them ready to fix for another episode. Unfortunately, I will not finish these in this episode, but they'll be primed and ready for part 2 where I'm going to make them look just right. Now, you may be wondering, Mr. Hydrodip Academy, because that's totally my name, why are you going to make the episode on fixing items you already hydrodipped before making the episode on actually hydrodipping those items? Look, I get it. It seems a little backwards. The thing is, as soon as you learn how to hydrodip, the first thing you're gonna do is probably mess something up. Maybe not, maybe you'll get it, and I mean, it's not too hard, but if you do, it can be a little demoralizing and kind of turn you off from the whole thing. So it's helpful to know when you're going into it that you have a plan for if you mess something up, you know exactly how to fix it. But it's almost 8 o'clock as I'm making this, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop on a school meeting and I will get back to you after that.
Each one of these six marks, okay? You see on the one on the left, okay? Alright, so here on the left are the positive.
Alright, I am done with my online classes for the morning. Anyways, in all transparency, I'm not certain how these methods are going to work on the hydrographic film dips. I do know that they work on basic spray paint designs, but I'm not sure if they work as well on like the ink of the hydrographic film. So I guess this will be a learning experience for all of us. My first tip for when it comes to redoing your designs are to go straight to the 3 essential cleaners. And these are alcohol, acetone, and my personal favorite, mineral spirits. If you watched the last video, you already know that these are essential for preparing your items and they can be great for fixing them. In this case, alcohol doesn't do too much. It's mainly just for sterilization and it's not really designed for getting paint or a finish off of anything. But acetone and mineral spirits are designed to take off the paint and are very, very effective at salvaging dips. When it comes to acetone and mineral spirits, which one is more effective at taking the paint off? I've done a little bit of research on this subject and it seems like acetone is designed to take off more like a full coat of paint and mineral spirits is just more for like cleaning up little splatters. But from my personal experience, I've had way more success with my mineral spirits than my acetone. In my circumstance, I would just have to recommend mineral spirits for now and maybe get back to you when I have more experience with acetone. Alright, but without any further ado, let's see what we can do with these. Well, I have not quite finished cleaning them off yet, but I definitely saw a big difference between mineral spirits and acetone, and it was not in mineral spirits' favor. The acetone, however, just ripped it off immediately and it was very effective. It's strange because I've had much better results with mineral spirits in the past on normal spray paint hydrodipping, but when it comes to the hydrographic film, it seems like the acetone reacts much better with the paint to take it off. So that's something to keep in mind, and I'm glad we could cover that in this video. But the shoes aren't quite finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the rest of this paint and see how they look. These 2 cleaners usually get the job done every time, but if you do find yourself in a situation where neither mineral spirits or acetone are getting the paint off, then depending on the object, you might want to go for another step, which is sanding. This would probably only work on certain objects, like more rigid ones, like maybe sunglasses or controllers. But if you do find yourself in that position and you have an object that's rigid and you think sanding would work well on, then that's probably your best bet. Finally, after you've used the liquids to strip the paint off and maybe even sanded your object a little bit, it comes down to what you want to do with it next. The key question is, do you want to hydro dip it again, or do you want to cut your losses and be just satisfied with your item the way it is now? If you do want to dip it again, which I would recommend because it's a great experience and you've already somewhat prepped it, then I would prepare it one more time, which you can see in the previous video on hydro dipping for beginners, and then I would give it another go. But if you've considered it and you think you just want to cut your losses and be happy with the item as it originally was, then there are a couple things you could do. One, you could say, it's not bad, I'm fine with it how it is, it's cleaned off, it's satisfying to me, and it still works just fine. Or two, if you had sanded it to prepare it, or you had taken off a factory finish or something, like on a pair of shoes, then you might want to refinish it. This could be done just using a basic clear coat on pretty much any item, or if you want to get a nicer finish and you have like a pair of shoes or something that maybe a clear coat wouldn't do great on, you could go ahead and invest in a specific finisher just for that item. Like on a pair of leather shoes, you might want some Angelus matte finisher rather than just a clear coat spray. You know, I was about to end the video right here, but after working with these shoes all day and thinking about what they could look like, I think I have enough time. I'm gonna just try to tape them off, cut out the film, and give them another go. Because I know that I can make them look good this time, and you guys deserve to see it because you've been really supportive and you deserve more awesome content. All right, I got the tripod, I got the tape, I got the lighting. Let's go. All right, this time I actually measured the container so that my film will not be too big for the container. So let's cut the film and get after it. Okay, I'm outside and everything's prepped up. Let's give it one more try.
I see how it's gonna be.
All right, I'm about to get on another online class, but it tripped again. Did you see that? I mean, it kept tripping, so I just sprayed it at an angle, and it didn't trip that time, but the angle ruined it. So I got this like really weird, like awful, like napkin tape around the thing, so it just won't drip, and we're gonna see if that works.
Oh god, yes, baby, oh my god, oh. Whew. That's close.
We don't do anything for the first 5-10 minutes of class anyways, but that was exhilarating. That was exciting. The second shoe turned out so much better than the first one, and that's progress. It's not perfect, but it's progress. I don't know how much of the chaos of today I'm actually going to include in the video, but a lot has gone on, which I'm sure you gathered. But I'm finished with my afternoon classes and I don't think I have any more schoolwork for the day. So let's untape them and check them out. Thank you all so much for coming along on the journey that was this video. I understand a lot happened and I don't understand everything that did happen, but I hope it was still entertaining. The bottom line is that Converse, they were okay, but not perfect. They were so much better, but they were not where I wanted them to be. But the good thing is I learned so many more lessons from today. I learned lessons ranging from how to tape the film to what angle to spray the activator, and I also learned to spray the activator all over it and not just in the middle where the sides kind of get all messed up and clumpy and don't go on the way they're supposed to. But in the end, my super jank fix for the Hydrovator kind of worked, so honestly, I'm proud of myself. But I hope you enjoyed the video. These turned out pretty good, not perfect. Like this one looks so good. Like if I could just have that picture across the whole thing, it'd be fantastic. But then you have this and it's like, ugh. But you know what? Go ahead and leave a comment telling me if you want a part 3. I'd totally be willing to do one because I want these to look good. I've invested too much into these for them not to turn out amazing. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed, and this was an experience. So honestly, I was glad to have it. But as always, have a good one.